Most people fail not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they hold on to excuses. Every time life gets tough, we look for someone or something to blame. We blame our parents, the system, our luck, or our past. But here's the truth. Excuses never change your life. They only make you feel better for a short time, while your dreams keep slipping away. The day you stop making excuses is the day your life starts moving forward. That's where responsibility begins. That's where the boy dies and the man is born. Taking responsibility doesn't mean everything that went wrong was your fault. It means you accept that what happens next is in your hands. You can't control how your story started, but you can control how it ends. A boy blames. A man takes action. A boy says, "I can't do this because of that." A man says, "I'll find a way to make it happen." When you blame, you give away your power. When you take responsibility, you take your power back. You stop being a victim and become the creator of your future. Every successful person you know had reasons to quit. They had pain problems and people who didn't believe in them. But they didn't let that stop them. They stood up and said, "I'm responsible for my life. I decide where I go from here." That one decision changes everything. When you take ownership, your focus changes. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you start asking, "What can I do about it?" That question turns your energy from complaining to creating. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It cares about your results. And results come from taking full responsibility for your actions. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for someone to save you. Stop waiting for the perfect time. The perfect time is now. No one is coming to do it for you. It's your job to build the life you want. You have to own your time, your habits, your choices, and your mistakes. If you waste them, you pay the price. If you use them right, you change your life. Here's something simple you can do today. Take a piece of paper and write down your top 3 excuses. Be honest with yourself. The 3 main reasons you always give for not doing what you know you should do. Then write the truth next to them. If you wrote, "Right, I'm not managing my time right." If you wrote, "I don't have money," right? Am I creating enough value? If you wrote, "No one supports me," right? I need to support myself first. That's how you start growing. I start growing, not by talking, but by taking ownership. When excuses die, responsibility is born. And when responsibility is born, the man is born. You don't become a man when you grow older. You become one when you grow accountable. The moment you stop blaming and start building, everything changes. From today, stop saying, "It's not my fault." Start saying, "It's my life, and I'll make it better." Because when you own your story, you own your power. Kill the boy and let the man be born. And it all starts with responsibility. Every man faces a choice every single day. Discipline or desire. Desire is easy. It gives you comfort, pleasure, and instant happiness. But discipline, that's hard. Discipline is doing what you said you would do, even when you don't feel like doing it. The boy inside you wants comfort, but the man inside you wants growth. And growth only happens when you choose discipline over desire. Desire is temporary. It fades the moment you get what you want. But discipline, that builds your future. The boy says, "I'll do it later." The man says, "I'll do it now." The boy says, "I don't feel like it." The man says, "My feelings don't control me." The boy looks for motivation. The man builds habits. That's the difference. If you only work when you feel motivated, you'll never be consistent, because feelings change every day. But if you train yourself to show up no matter what, that's when real power starts to grow inside you. Discipline is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. It's about showing up again and again, even on the days you don't want to. Think about it. Every great athlete, every successful person, every leader, they all live by discipline. They wake up early, they train, they study, they work hard, not because it's fun, but because they made a decision to commit. The world respects consistency more than talent. Talent might make you good, but discipline makes you unstoppable. You can't build anything lasting with random effort. You can't get fit by going to the gym once a month. You can't become great by working hard only when you feel inspired. You become great when you train your mind to do what's right, not what's easy. The boy wants results without effort. The man understands effort is the price for every reward. Every time you push yourself, when you don't feel like it, you win a small battle inside. Those small wins build strength, focus, and character. Here's a simple way to start building discipline. Pick one small thing you know you've been avoiding. Maybe waking up early, reading daily, or working out. Commit to it for 21 days straight. No breaks, no excuses. Even if it's just for 10 minutes, do it. Don't think about how you feel, just do it. After 3 weeks, you'll notice something powerful. It's no longer about motivation. It becomes a habit. That's how discipline is built. Discipline also means saying no to distractions. It means choosing long-term success over short-term pleasure. When your friends are wasting time, discipline tells you to keep working. When your mind says rest, discipline says one more rep, one more page, one more step. Remember, desire makes you feel good for a moment, but discipline makes you proud for a lifetime. The man chooses what's right over what's easy. He chooses growth over comfort. And here's the truth. Discipline is freedom. When you're disciplined, you control your time, your body, and your life. When you're driven by desire, you're controlled by impulses. One makes you powerful, the other makes you weak. So from today, start small but stay consistent. Build routines that move you closer to your goals. Wake up on time. Work when others sleep. Stay focused when others quit. That's what makes the difference. Because in the end, desire will give you excuses, but discipline will give you results. Desire wants comfort. Discipline wants greatness. Kill the boy who wants everything easy, and let the man be born. The man who shows up every day, stays focused, and keeps pushing no matter what. That's real strength. That's real growth. Life will test your emotions again and again. You'll face anger, fear, disappointment, and frustration. That's normal. But what separates a boy from a man is how he handles those emotions. The boy reacts, the man responds. The boy lets his emotions control him, but the man learns to control his emotions. When something doesn't go your way, You have two options: explode or stay calm. When someone disrespects you, you can shout back, or you can handle it with strength and self-control. That's emotional maturity. And emotional maturity is one of the biggest signs of real manhood. A lot of people think strength means shouting louder, fighting harder, or proving yourself to others. But real strength is staying calm when you want to lose control. Real strength is walking away from drama and focusing on your peace. Anyone can react, but it takes power to stay composed. The boy inside you is emotional. He gets angry easily, gets jealous quickly, and takes everything personally. But the man inside you understands that emotions are just signals, not orders. You can feel them, but you don't have to follow them. You can be angry without losing control. You can be scared but still take action. That's emotional mastery. When you let your emotions rule you, they make you weak. When you learn to master them, they make you wise. You can't lead others if you can't lead yourself. You can't build a strong life if you break every time things don't go your way. Every time you lose your temper, you lose focus. Every time you react without thinking, you lose power. But every time you stay calm, every time you breathe, every time you pause before responding, you win. You build control, and that control gives you clarity. Here's something to remember: emotions are temporary, but decisions are permanent. Don't make permanent choices based on temporary feelings. Don't say something in anger that you'll regret later. Don't quit something important because fear took over. Learn to pause. Step back. Think before you move. That's what strong men do. If you want to start mastering your emotions, here's how. Whenever you feel angry or upset, take 3 deep breaths. Don't react right away. Let the emotion pass before you speak or act. Second, start writing your thoughts down. When you write, you understand yourself better. You'll start noticing patterns. What triggers you? What drains you? What motivates you? That awareness gives you control. Also, surround yourself with calm and disciplined people. Energy is contagious. If you spend time with people who overreact, you'll start doing the same. But if you stay around people who stay focused and balanced, you'll learn emotional control naturally. Remember, being emotional doesn't make you weak, but being controlled by emotions does. It's okay to feel pain, anger, or fear. Just don't let them drive your decisions. The strongest men are not emotionless. They are emotionally intelligent. They understand what they feel, but they don't let it destroy what they're building. From today, decide to be calm under pressure. When life throws problems at you, handle them with clarity. Don't let your emotions choose your path. Let your vision guide you. Because the boy reacts, but the man responds. The boy gets lost in emotions, but the man uses emotions as fuel. Control your emotions, or they will control you. Kill the boy who reacts to everything, and let the man be born. The one who stays calm, stays strong, and stays focused no matter what. Every man who has ever grown in life had to leave his comfort zone. Comfort feels good, but it kills growth. Nothing great has ever come from staying comfortable. The boy wants safety. The man wants strength. The boy says, "I just want things to be easy." The man says, "I want to be better, even if it's hard." Comfort is the biggest trap. It feels warm, it feels safe, but it keeps you small. You stay in the same place, doing the same things, expecting different results. That's not growth. That's survival. The truth is, if you want to become something more, you have to do things that scare you. You have to challenge yourself. You have to step out where you don't feel ready. Growth only happens in discomfort. When you lift heavy weights, your muscles hurt. That's how they grow. When you try new things, your mind feels fear. That's how it expands. Every time you push past the point of comfort, you level up. Every time you stay in your comfort zone, you fall behind. The boy inside you wants to play safe. He says, "What if I fail? What if I look stupid? What if it doesn't work?" But the man inside you says, "What if it does? What if I win? What if I become who I'm meant to be?" The boy fears failure. The man learns from it. Listen, failure is not your enemy. Fear is. The only real failure is never trying. Every successful person has failed again and again, but they learned, adapted, and grew. Every failure taught them something that comfort never could. Comfort teaches you nothing. Discomfort teaches you everything. When you live in comfort, you stay the same. When you step into discomfort, you discover who you really are. You realize how strong you can be, how far you can go, and how much you can grow. Start small. Do one thing every day that challenges you. Wake up earlier than usual. Speak in front of people. Start that business idea. Go to the gym even when you don't want to. Do something that makes you a little uncomfortable. That's how you build courage. That's how confidence grows. Remember this. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward even when you're afraid. Every time you act in fear, you shrink. Every time you act in courage, you grow. So, if you want to change your life, stop running from discomfort. Walk straight into it. Learn to get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's where transformation begins. That's where the man inside you wakes up. Ask yourself this. Do you want an easy life or a meaningful one? Because you can't have both. Easy life means comfort, average results, and regret. Meaningful life means challenge, discipline, and pride. Choice is yours. You don't have to take giant leaps. Just take one small step outside your comfort zone every day. That one small step builds momentum. And momentum changes everything. When you step out of your comfort zone, fear starts to lose its power. You realize it was never as big as you imagined. You realize you're stronger than you thought. So from today, stop hiding behind fear. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop living safe. You'll never be ready. You just start. And once you start, you'll surprise yourself. The boy stays comfortable. The man grows through discomfort. The boy looks for easy paths. The man builds his own. Kill the boy who chooses comfort, and let the man be born. The one who faces fear, steps forward, and grows every single day. Every strong man lives by purpose and principles. Without them, you drift through life. You wake up. You go through the motions, but you never really move forward. Purpose gives your life direction. Principles give it strength. The boy follows trends. The man follows purpose. The boy does what feels good. The man does what's right. A man without purpose is like a ship without a compass. He moves, but he doesn't know where he's going. One day he's excited, the next he's lost. That's what happens when you live without a clear why. You end up chasing things that don't really matter. Money, fame, likes, or approval. But once you find your purpose, everything changes. You start waking up with focus. You stop wasting energy on useless things. Purpose is the reason behind your actions. It's what drives you when things get tough. When you know why you're doing something, the pain becomes easier to handle. You don't quit easily because your purpose gives meaning to your struggle. Ask yourself, why am I doing what I'm doing? What kind of man do I want to be? What kind of life do I want to live? The answers to these questions are your purpose. Once you find it, hold on to it. Let it guide every decision you make. But purpose alone isn't enough. You also need principles. Principles are the rules you live by, even when nobody's watching. They're the lines you never cross, no matter what. They're what keep you grounded when the world tries to shake you. The boy changes his values depending on who he's with. The man stands firm, even if he stands alone. The boy wants to fit in. The man wants to stay true. Principles build respect, not just from others, but from yourself. When you live by your values, you start trusting yourself. You start believing in your own word. That's what builds inner strength. Decide what your principles are. Maybe honesty, discipline, loyalty, or hard work. Whatever they are, live by them every single day. Don't just talk about them. Act on them. Let your actions show your character. The world will try to pull you in many directions. People will tell you what's popular, what's trending, what's easy. But when you have purpose and principles, you don't get lost. You stay focused. You know what's right for you. You know what you stand for. Purpose is your why. Principles are your how. Together, they make you unshakable. When life tests you, your purpose keeps you going, and your principles keep you clean. That's what makes a man different from the crowd. Without purpose, you waste time. Without principles, you lose respect. With both, you build a life that matters. So take a few minutes today. Write down your mission, what you want from your life. Then list your top 5 principles, the things you'll never compromise on. Read them every morning. Let them remind you who you are and where you're going. Remember, the boy follows the crowd, but the man follows his calling. The boy does what's easy, but the man does what's right. Purpose gives your life meaning, and principles keep it pure. Kill the boy who lives without direction, and let the man be born, the one who stands for something, lives with clarity, and walks with purpose.